My name is Kenan Johannes, and I currently consult for the soybean industry. After applying and receiving the Wisconsin position, I was greatly honored. I helped them, get established. It was with the corn growers at the time and their corn checkoff, as well as soybean and soybean checkoff. My role in shaping the Wisconsin Soybean Association and Soybean Marketing Board, it was really giving it structure and helping the farmers understand how an organization really should be run. And we rented an apartment, so I had an empty apartment with a card table, a telephone, and a folding chair, and started making phone calls to figure out where the Wisconsin Soybean Association and Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board would be held, and not knowing the city of Madison very well either. Today, as I understand it, the Wisconsin Soybean Association will hire the staff, but the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, I'm sure, works closely with them. Most of the money is with the checkoff board, and I think the soybean farmers can be extremely proud of their role in actually getting things accomplished that would never have gotten accomplished without their direct involvement, leadership, and money.
My name is Nancy Kavazanjian, and I am one of the representatives from Wisconsin on the United Soybean Board, the National Soybean Checkoff Board. I started on the Wisconsin Soybean Association back in the late 80s, and it was a small organization, and people didn't really even care much about soybeans in the 80s, And in those days, you grew soybeans in a rotation if you were a crop farmer, and you took them to market. And you never really thought about building demand. It was really a struggle to get 30 or 40 bushels an acre. We didn't have the genetics. We didn't have the knowledge of how to plant them, how to grow them. And we had a state checkoff. It was a very small amount. We had, our staff was so small, we shared it with corn. It was half corn, half soybeans. There were 8 or 9 of us that were soybean directors, and there was only one board. It was the Wisconsin Soybean Association. And we did everything from talking to the legislature, the lobbying hand, and we did promotions. And then once we got the national federal checkoff, it really invigorated the program. We needed to have 2 boards. We got a lot more money to do some promotional work. And now, the last 15 or so years, we're able to have a soybean dream team, and they are really helping us to take our soybeans to the next level, to get to that 60+ bushel and to grow really good, healthy soybeans. And we probably have 250% more soybeans today than we did when I was on the board.
My name is Sarah Stelter, and I farm in central Wisconsin in Waushara County. I'm currently the president of the Wisconsin Soybean Association. The Wisconsin Soybean Association is very different from the Wisconsin Marketing Board in that we are the lobbying arm for soybean farmers. And so as a result of that, we need to vocalize what we need to have in order to keep farming and in order to make the best crop with the least amount of resources. The Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board is in a very exciting time in that they are funding some research that's going to impact how much money we get back on our soybeans, how we can farm our soybeans more sustainably with less inputs and better use of water. So there's 2 distinct paths that the soybean program offers. One is legislative and lobbying, and the other is actual crop creativity or better use of resources.
I'm Pat Malooly, chairman of the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board from Clinton, Wisconsin. I'm a 6th generation farmer there, and the checkoff is for every bushel of soybeans that is sold, 0.5% of those gross sales dollars come back to be invested into new uses, education, research, anything we feel fit that would benefit the Wisconsin soybean farmer. With all that being said, both boards have their focus, but we come together and form Wisconsin Soybean Program, and we, communicate, really get the word out together as the program.
We become a force now, where we were just a little blip on the screen. Now we really matter in terms of soybean growing and soybean marketing. So we need to continue that demand and to pull that demand through. You know, we want to have good soybeans, we want to have healthy farms, we want to grow more soybeans per acre, but we also need to market those soybeans. And that's where the marketing comes in, and the research is so important to us as well.
And I think what Wisconsin is doing right now with its cooperation of its two boards, the two need each other, and I'm so glad that the boards are still cooperating, getting along, and working together.